Wait a minute. I didn't do something right.
I know.
Wait a minute. All right, we finally got most of it.
It's Freaky Friday.
Oh my God. What a day. What a week.
I know it's been a whirlwind of a week for everybody,
Wow.
I think. But
Yes.
first of all, it's St. Monica's tonight.
Yes.
Before we go any further, it's their second annual fish fry of the year.
Second.
Annual fish fry of the year. Every year they have a fish fry. Every month they have, or I should say, second monthly.
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
But
okay.
you know what I mean. It's a new
Yes,
year.
I know what you mean, but we got to verbalize it correctly.
Okay,
so
so
it's the second one of this year,
Right.
and it's always the third Friday of the month.
Right.
And you were already there, and you collected dinner for my lovely bride and myself,
Yep.
as well as food for yourself.
Right.
You're a hush puppy gal.
I am.
Yes,
And they make the best.
they do. Even Tiffany likes it. She looks forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's very cool.
yeah, they were busy last month. They sold out. So if you're listening and you're thinking about going to St. Monica's, think about going a little early so that they will have enough.
Be sure to get you served.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people get when they're hungry and they're counting on something and it's not there, they get testy.
They get, I think the new term is hangry.
Well, yeah.
No, hangry.
Hangry.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's hungry and angry. They get hangry.
Okay.
That's the new buzzword for.
Are they
that.
going to put that in the dictionary?
If it's not, it probably will be. I would bet dollars to donuts.
It'll take a couple years.
Maybe not. I don't know. Things seem to be moving more quickly in those areas because of the digital media.
Oh, okay.
Information seems to spread faster.
Well, it does since, when we grew up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, chiseling.
We didn't even
on
have
the
a long
tablets.
cord on the telephone to talk around the corner.
Did you do that as a girl? Did you get an old soup can and a string and do that?
We did that. Yes. You could really.
Well, I know, but we still did it.
We did it like in science class and stuff like that when we were like in grade school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I would just do it at home just because it was a fun thing to do.
Well, we're never bored.
We're always doing projects.
We're always doing projects or thinking something to do.
Mm-hmm.
Also, tonight we have a movie at Jensen Beach,
Mm-hmm.
The Deep.
The Deep.
And it's at 6:30. Bring your
Mhm.
own blankets. It'll be a
Mhm.
20-foot screen.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it called? The Sand Dunes Cafe will be open
Okay.
for anyone that wants food or beverage or snacks or whatever.
Probably a hot cocoa would be in.
Yeah,
in
or tea or coffee. Yeah.
Yikes.
And I'm hoping that they're not going to cancel it. But, with the weather.
They could just cycle up a new movie called Frozen.
Yeah.
That would
I
be,
think they've done that one already.
have
But they also have a movie going on in Lingate Park tonight
Mhm.
from 6 to 8.
All right.
And that's in Port St. Lucie. And it's a PG rated film because of Winn-Dixie. Now, I don't have no clue what that is. It's about a dog, a girl and a dog.
Yeah.
But, when you say Winn-Dixie here, you think of the beef people.
The supermarket chain.
Right. Yes. That's what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So bring blankets and chairs and in Lingate, you can bring your own snacks. They don't
Mhm.
have a concession stand that's
Hmm.
going to be open. That's just for anyone that wants to do something outdoors tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Last night was perfect for the fair.
Yes.
If you missed,
It was a perfect day from sun up to sundown.
It really
beyond.
was.
Mm-hmm.
and if you missed the virtual Kiss show last night, you missed a great show. The tribute band looked like them, sounded like them, acted like them. I mean, it was an hour and a half show,
Yeah.
basically,
Mm-hmm.
and they were superb. Jay
Cool.
Spicer did a good job this year.
He
He
always
does a
does.
good job every year.
Yeah.
It's like the third or fourth time I was there.
Mm-hmm. I know.
I'm going to miss it when it goes to Indian Town because I just can't buzz down the road and
No.
get there.
Not like you can at this place. Yes,
Right.
I get it.
And they also have a protocol of what the new fairgrounds are going to look like.
Of course.
And it's going to be a bomb. They're going to have the soapbox derby.
Right.
and then they're going to have an amphitheater,
Mhm.
and they're going to have all the stables and for the animals.
I'm going to
and
get Jay to set up his own radio studio there so we can do live remotes right
wouldn't
from.
that be cool?
I think that would be, and he's the radio guy, so he can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would really
Yeah.
be interesting to be able to go out there and interview. I saw Curious George,
Mhm.
and I saw the person in the monkey and the
Okay.
grinder,
Okay.
and I saw the robotics
Yeah.
kids,
Right.
and I saw the Lego display of Martin County.
That has got to be something.
I don't know if it was each person or each classroom or a group of people took a part of Martin County.
Right.
Sailfish Splash was in there. Publix was there.
Of course.
Bathtub Beach.
Right.
So they all did their own little things out of Legos and put this thing together on like a 4x8 sheet of plywood.
Wow.
It's almost like the Lego Wars on TV, where they give each team a certain thing to do,
Right.
and they do it, and then they put it together. It was really, really nice.
Wow.
hmm
Very cool. Very
Yes.
creative.
It was very creative.
I like that.
And it was very creative how Jay puts all this stuff
Yes.
on little acreage and how everyone is happy.
Yeah.
Tuesday night was Veterans Night. So if
Mhm.
you were a veteran, first responder, you got in free,
Mhm.
and you were able to have a barbecue dinner. And
Yeah.
that was
How can you beat
because
that?
of the VFW and Humana working together
Mhm.
for the veterans.
Mhm.
And you got raffles. They gave prizes away. You got
Nice.
raffle tickets. That was very nice. Yep. And the Midway was full.
Mhm.
Monday was the kids.
Right.
They got wristbands to ride the rides all day for $15.
Right.
It's just, and then it was Dollar Day yesterday, or Wednesday. Wednesday was Dollar Day.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think tonight and tomorrow's the last day.
Yeah.
And I think if you bring pet food, 2 cans of,
Right.
you get in for
You get half price.
half price
It's-
or $1 or
No,
something like that.
It's supposed to be $10 to get in, right?
Right.
So you bring in 2 cans of food, canned food, and you.
But it's just for pets.
Correct.
Okay.
And then you get in for $5.
Okay. That works.
So you get half price.
And that probably goes to the Humane Society.
It does.
Everything, when you go to the fair, everything the fair makes goes back out to the community.
Right.
I don't know if people realize that.
Yeah.
They don't
they
keep
are
that
not a
money. They're not a for profit at
No,
all.
no.
They work on a shoestring.
Right.
And
I can relate.
yes. And it was our own carnival Degler that
Right.
did the fair this year.
Right.
Because last year it wasn't
Oh, they-
Degler. It was a different company because they were probably busy. But Degler was there this year.
Which is nice.
Yes.
Because Stewart is their home.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's their winter home. Very cool.
Yes.
So yesterday started off rather early,
Yes, it did.
especially for Debbie.
Yes.
So yesterday was the blessing of the Flagler Center,
hmm
and we had media there. We had a lot of the notables in the community were there. Debbie was there, which is one of our notables.
And I told Frank I wasn't coming because it
You
was way
did.
too.
You-
I
you
said,
said-
"There's no way I'm getting up at the crack of dawn,"
Yeah,
but I did.
you
I got
said,
up, but I got
"No
dressed,
way."
and I was there at
You-
7.
You were there early, and you brought a lovely bouquet of yellow roses.
Yes.
Just gorgeous. And
Yep.
everybody, of course, today was the Sailfish Club, Study Club was there today. They started at 7 this morning. So I had a full day yesterday and a full day today. But anyways, so those yellow roses were on the front counter when they came in, and
Good.
everybody was.
Wonderful.
We had 88 people there for the Selfish Study Club.
Now, what is that?
So that is they have they meet 6 times a year, and they put on programs just for dentists and their people that they in their dental community, right? And it's a for invite only to be
Oh.
part of the study club, and so it's an exclusive club. And they study and look at ways to do what they do better.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's all in the dental field.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And their talk today was about the opioid epidemic,
Right.
and how medical professionals can better serve the public by being more aware of those issues.
Mhm.
And and it was a very, very interesting program, and it went from 7 this morning till 1 in the afternoon.
Oh, wow.
It was a very, very extensive program.
Do they have different speakers that come up and
They
speak?
had yes, they had different speakers. They had
And they have a lunch or a
Mhm,
brunch or
they had breakfast and lunch.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they take care of themselves. They take care of
A lot
everybody
of
there
dentists are
very well.
closed on Fridays or Friday mornings.
Now you know.
Mhm.
They're busy with their study club.
Okay.
So it's like, think of it as continuing ed.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what they do.
Okay.
Yep.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yes, and it's very worthwhile stuff.
And so did I can't think of the rabbi's name, Mass Urban?
That was Matthew Durbin.
Okay, and
Yeah,
he
was
blessed one.
He was there. He was our. He's the one that started off the blessing,
Okay.
and then Jonathan McLean, who is the pastor for the church that meets there every Sunday
Oh,
at the
nice.
Flagler. He was there, and he continued the blessing, and we had the pastor from East Stewart, Jerry Gore was there. Reverend Jerry Gore was there.
Okay.
So, and he said a few kind words about the invoking God for the blessing as well, and it was just wonderful.
So did they walk through the whole center and do this?
No, we had the blessing in the courtyard, in the entry courtyard,
Okay.
and then we had every room open, and we had video in each room, slideshow video with historical pictures of downtown Stewart and that sort of thing. And we have since updated it. You will see it updated on our Facebook page. The slideshow presentation will be on our Facebook page with a few snippets from
The blessing?
The blessing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But thank you for what you do to help, and you're a big part of why we were successful yesterday.
I just showed up.
You showed up, but you did a lot of the hard work to help us get ready for the event.
Well,
these things don't happen in a vacuum.
No,
No.
they don't.
No.
But you're a hard worker, and so is Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So usually, if anyone needs help and they call me, I do show up.
Yes, you do.
I'm the volunteer of Martin County.
You are.
So
speaking of activities and volunteers, one of the things I did ask to see if there was any help needed was for the Arts Fest going on this weekend downtown.
Right there, it's the 30th.
Yes,
30 annual.
And so the big job that we have to do this weekend is pray for better weather.
Oh, I think it'll be okay.
Yes, it'll be okay.
You know,
but today
they
was
said
a little,
50% chance of rain today. We didn't. It was
it was like blowing,
drizzly.
Yes, it wasn't really. You couldn't call it rain. It was just wind blown. Little.
Well, last weekend I went to Mardi Gras, and it drizzled hard. I mean, it was like nothing like today. Today you could walk through it and you didn't need an umbrella.
Right.
And when you went to Mardi Gras, you needed an umbrella.
Yeah.
So if we get something like that, let's pray the wind isn't so bad for the people with their tents.
Yeah.
And their canopies and everything, because then that's hard.
Today was difficult for doing the setup.
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't do setup till tonight, do they?
They're doing the prep for the
They need to prep.
They have to get everything ready so that when they close the roads, they're ready to go.
Now, do they come in tonight and put up their
I think after 2 a.m.
After 2. Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So imagine.
So that must be a long day for them.
Yes.
Last year I did talk to a couple people and they stayed at the Colorado Hotel, which makes perfect sense.
Well, yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
And I think they have a parking lot somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I think they do along Seminole, maybe.
Okay.
I would think.
Yeah, and they do have the Seminole, what is it? 18 Seminole is part of that.
Seminole Inn?
18, not Seminole Inn. Seminole Inn is in Indian town, but 18 Seminole Street, the restaurant.
Yes.
That would have parking also, so that they could utilize that, I'm sure there too. So.
Yeah. In fact, when I was doing the interview for the director's job at Stewart Main Street, one of the applicants that flew down from Georgia stayed there at the
Colorado Inn.
at the Colorado Inn, so that but it was
Have you
perfect.
ever gone and looked at the rooms?
No.
Oh
I'd
my
love
God,
to
they're
do it. She
Tommy
loved it. She told
Tommy
me it was
Bahama
wonderful. Yeah.
rooms, and they're all little efficiencies. You have a coffee pot, and
Mhm.
they are just amazing.
Just cute. Yeah.
They are.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, she loved it, and she said whether she got the job or not, she'd be back.
Hmm. Yeah.
She was really smitten with Stuart.
Yes.
So,
Who isn't?
right.
When they come here.
Yeah.
We've got so many little nooks and so many things going on. I mean, who has music every Sunday on the river?
Right.
Not a lot of places.
That's right.
Who has 36 different music venues, at least 36 on a weekend in our area?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's it.
And we've got the Schooner Lily that goes out. We got the what is it? The Lady Princess,
Mm.
you know, that goes out of Indian River
Mhm.
Plantation.
Mhm.
I mean, we've got you can go out on the Lady Stewart and go fishing.
Right.
We've got everything down in the pocket where, you know, in the Manatee Pocket for fishing.
Well, there's is that the sailboat that leaves from
It's the Schooner Lily.
Yes, and that leaves from
From,
behind City Hall.
That leads from Shepherd's Park.
Okay, and then but I know it circles back to the docks at City Hall too.
It probably does.
Yeah.
And then there's another little boat that goes out there
Mhm.
that looks like a tiki hut.
Mm.
And I don't know what that one's called.
Mm.
But I know at the Seafood Festival, it was given rides down in the pocket. And then I saw it when I went to music on Sunday.
Okay.
And it was over behind City Hall there,
nice.
given rides. Yeah, there's so much. If you're bored,
It's your own darn fault.
it is.
Right.
Yes.
So
Too
just
much going on.
Another reminder, St. Monica's today.
Right.
If you miss today, you have to wait a whole month. It won't be to the third week of March before you can get there again to
That's
taste
true.
a wonderful fish fry.
It's true.
So do it today. Do it now.
We've got lots going on. We've got the flea
Yes.
market here on the Green Market on Sunday. We got the B&A flea market on the weekend.
Mhm.
Plus in Melbourne, they've got Redingers. It's like an antique market.
Yes. I think you got it right
Yeah.
finally.
What does that say? Redingers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I know that's a tongue pull for me. It's a tongue pull for
Yeah,
anybody.
for anybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
I'll give
true.
you that. Absolutely.
So what are you doing this weekend?
This weekend, I think a lot of resting. I've got to show the flagler to a potential bride tomorrow. I've got an appointment tomorrow. And so we have to do a little bit of maintenance around the property.
No, that can if you're coming to a venue, can you rent everything from you, or do you have to get some kind of event maker to bring in everything?
Oh, you can do it by yourself. You can work with an event planner, that sort of thing. But if you want to do your own event and you just want to,
is there a separate fee for like tables and chairs and stuff
Nope.
like that? You just
Nope.
If you're going to rent it,
you get the room and you just tell us what you need. We'll make it available for you. So let's say you're doing a wedding and you know you're going to have about 95 people show up. Say, I need 95 chairs. I need enough tables to house these people. We even give you an opportunity to do a floor plan layout. So you tell us where you want the tables and chairs. So we'll make sure everything.
and that's all included in the price. It's not
Yep.
an extra price,
Right.
to do something like that.
Right.
Wow.
Yep. And if you want to do a video slideshow, we make our audio video equipment available. So you can, like, we had a minister came in today. His daughter's getting married in May. And and he wants to do a slideshow of him dancing with his daughter when she was 9 years old. So when he's doing the father-daughter dance, he wants the slideshow to run in the background on the screen.
Oh, nice.
So we can do that for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
How
do
much
you
to
have to
charge?
have an audio visual person there to
Yes.
run your?
It looks a lot like me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we set things up, and a lot of times people are pretty user-friendly and pretty technically savvy. If they're not, it's not a problem. I'm
Okay.
there.
And
That's
you
why
have a
I'm there.
list of different people that if they want to pick and choose from the list that you have, they can do that. Like caterers and
Right.
florists
Yes.
and
So the rule is if you need a caterer or a florist or a photographer or whatever, as long photographer we don't worry about, but the caterers and entertainer, any type of entertainment where
Oh.
people have to be licensed and insured. They have to make sure that we are additionally listed as insured. We have to have proof of insurance, and all that paperwork has to come to us first. And anyways, once all your paperwork's approved, and then you're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's all there is to it. You just pick out what you want to do, and we'll make it ready.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
And I think it's a big secret in Martin County.
Yes. Well, we're trying to get the secret out. We're trying. Yes, we're
out
trying
of the
to get,
bag, the cat out of the bag.
and I think yesterday was a good start on that. And I think putting all that up on our Facebook page and just,
oh yeah, social media should be perfect for you to do. You have Facebook. Are you on YouTube? And all those little things, little snippets here and there.
We could. I don't know if we actually have our own YouTube channel, but we do have our own Facebook page. We have our own website. You can go to flaglercenter.org. You can go to stewartmainstreet.org.
Okay, everything's .org.
Yes, because
we're
an organization. We're a 501c3 organization, so they always get the .orgs.
Okay,
that's how that works.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, churches will get a .org too.
So we're trying to get something almost every day or every weekend to fill up the Flagler place.
There's 365 opportunities every calendar year for something to happen.
Good.
So
and there's a lot of organizations there that that need to have a meeting place or to do something.
Right. So if you have a breakfast club, or if you have a service club that you're a part of, and you need a meeting place, maybe the restaurant where you meet, maybe it's too noisy, or maybe you just run out of room, or maybe you're looking for another venue with a beautiful view and easy parking.
Right.
We might be a good opportunity.
I know. Sometimes downtown Stewart on the weekends it's hard to park.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, but that's all right. There's anything worthwhile is worth the effort.
Oh, I know that.
Yes.
I'm just saying, because I know when there's music on Sundays.
Right.
It's really
it gets jammed
tight.
up.
Yeah.
But if we know you're coming, we can make room for you. We have some secrets.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can block off. You can tape off.
No. We have ways to make it work.
Okay.
We will make it work.
Okay. Wonderful. So I think we have to take a break, and then we have some more things going on in the area to talk about.
Nice. Very good. Thanks, Deb. We'll be right back. little Mardi Gras music for you.
That's right.
What do we got going on, Deb?
We got a Mardi Gras at Sailfish Brewing Company is 8 to 11 tonight at North 2nd Street in Stewart. Wear carnival costumes or come covered with beads. Must be 21 and older. We got another Mardi
Wait a
Gras.
minute. They just want you to be covered in beads?
Beads.
That's it? Just beads?
Probably. Mardi Gras is very out there. And I'm sure in Key
everything
West,
goes?
everything goes in Key West. So
Yeah.
why not?
Oof.
And in New Orleans too.
Whoa.
Yep. Well, if you put enough beads on, you can't see anything.
Oh, okay. Well, if you put enough beads on, you can't walk.
You'll just jingle jangle all the
Wow.
way.
Good golly, Miss Molly. All right.
And we got
Go
Mardi
ahead.
Gras at Filthy's Fine Cocktails and Beer. Starts tomorrow, 10 p.m. and lasts till 2 a.m. And that's at 1238 16th Street in Vero Beach. So we got 2 Mardi Gras going on. Wednesday is Ash Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
So I haven't heard whether they're going to have a parade in downtown Jensen Beach or not. Sometimes they have a Mardi Gras parade, and sometimes they wait and have a St. Patrick's Day parade because of mulligans. We've got New Orleans there, and we've got mulligans and the Irish bar there. So I think they sort of go back and forth.
Do they? They trade off?
I think I'm not sure, but I think that's
it seems
how
they
that
work
works.
out that way.
Yeah, it does. So what do you? And then Lent starts.
Yes. So what are you giving up for Lent?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet.
What do you normally give up for?
I usually don't normally give up anything. I usually try to do an extra deed every day for
well,
somebody.
You do good deeds all the time.
I know, but I usually try to do an every day an extra deed.
Good golly.
Because I think that's worth more.
Okay.
All
right.
I don't have time to do a lot of stuff.
So you don't smoke.
No.
You don't fool around.
No.
No.
I'm boring.
So occasionally you have an adult beverage.
Yep.
That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
yeah, not much to give up.
No.
Yeah.
So that's why I do a good deed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just checking.
Just like if you call and say, Deb, I need your help, and I'm there.
Yeah.
That to me, that's a good deed.
Yeah. Well, of course it is.
Or I'll cook dinner for one of my neighbors or if they're sick, I'll make
Yeah.
sure that they're tended to.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, and that happens a lot. When you live in a neighborhood, like your neighborhood.
Yeah.
There's always someone that needs something.
Yes.
In a condo situation.
Mhm.
So.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. In fact, I was walking by somewhere the other day and looked, and the condos where you live are going up in price.
Mhm.
I mean, just like most of the area, but I
Right.
mean, they've gone inflated a little bit, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
That means you have some equity.
It does. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's and the F building is finally.
Oh, is it getting redone?
Nearly finished.
Wow.
Yeah, the outside is nearly finished. They've, a lot of the fence rail, the handrail on the upper floor, in portions of the building were lost to the fire, and that's been replaced. The building's been repainted, fresh paint, fresh stucco, fresh paint, new roof,
Wow.
new mansard.
You know what? That's going to be excellent for people that either the people that own there and come back, or new people that buy in there because their insurance it's more up to code.
It is. It'll be, yes. That part is for sure. It'll be a newer version of the older design, but totally updated.
Yep. And that's easier for someone to get.
Sure. Because my building goes back. It's nearly 50 years old. It was constructed around 71. The reason why I know 71 because that's the date stamped on the toilet.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah. I mean, back then when they'd make it, they'd sell it. It didn't sit on a warehouse. It got
Right.
used.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just makes me laugh because most people update stuff like that.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, yeah, if the toilet doesn't break, it's still working. You
Right.
push the lever and the stuff goes down. Okay, we're good.
Okay. So we got a Nature Fest.
Yeah.
Celebration is 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. tomorrow at the Manatee Observation and Education Center on North Indian River Drive in Fort Pierce. It will feature nearly 30 exhibitors showcasing the Treasure Coast wildlife, natural resources, and outdoors. That might be fun to go to. We also have the home show in Palm Beach tomorrow. And I can't remember if it's at the fairgrounds or the convention center.
Hmm.
But if you go online, you can get a free ticket to get in.
No, fooling.
And I think that would be something really interesting to go to see what's updated and what you can do for the
Yeah.
home now with all the new different.
Oh, God, you don't want to take my wife there. Good God. Eesh. She's already decided we need a new air conditioner, so I'm going to have to budget for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What's
Well,
wrong with your air conditioner?
Nothing. It's just getting tired.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it old?
Oof.
Yeah.
It's almost as old as the building.
Really?
It's way up there.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
But they don't make the new ones to last like that.
No, I know.
They make the new ones to last 6, 7, 8 years.
But they make them more efficient, too.
Yeah, that's true.
you
And
know,
quieter.
quieter, more efficient, and we had this conversation. She says to me, because it's you got to lay out about $4,000 to do it
At least.
right. So, and she's, well, our air conditioning bill will go down. I go, yes, but we will not live long enough to see the payback.
Right.
That's just
No, but
No,
it's
true.
if you're updating it, it's something
Right,
for the new seller that
it adds value to the
The
property,
property.
but you don't do it because you're not going to see a financial reward
right,
from the use of it.
right.
No, from the ownership.
Now, do you need
of
to have a crane to go up on the?
Oh, yeah.
So does
That's-
it behoove them for a couple people in the building to get that done?
Yeah, but my neighbor downstairs would be the likely candidate, but I'd have to reach out to them. They're still in Boston. She's not well enough to make the trip to Florida this year, so she's in
Aw.
her 90s. Bless her
Oh,
heart.
wow.
So, yeah, but anyways, so not sure what they're going to do with that unit.
Oh,
It's a delightful unit. It's directly beneath us. So her and I share the same rooftop space for our AC units.
okay. But you have 2 different ACs.
But yeah, but we share the same
It's
space of
but
roof for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, if they decide to put it up for sale and you decide you want first floor,
There's always a possibility.
yeah.
Yeah, Tiffany's
Most
looking
people
at that.
today want first floors.
Oh yeah,
They don't want to, especially if there's no elevator.
right. No elevator.
When you're our age, it's easy to go up and down the steps, but 10 or 20 years from now, it might not be so easy.
right.
And that's what they think.
Maybe they'll
about.
have hoverboards by then.
That's true.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, you never know.
No. But we have Mary McDonald, composer, arranger, producer, pianist, and organist, being at a concert at 3 p.m. on Sunday, this Sunday, at Trinity United Methodist Church on Savannah Road in Jensen Beach. We have choir members from the First United Methodist Church of Stuart, First United Methodist Church of Port St. Lucie, Nettles Island Church, North Stuart Baptist Church, First Presbyterian Church of Stuart, and Trinity United Methodist Church. That's a lot of churches to get a choir together. I think they're practicing all day tomorrow. And then the concert will be at 3 p.m. on Sunday. You don't want to miss it. It's a free concert, no admission, and bring a friend.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yep.
Should be wonderful.
I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. And if all the churches are like,
It'll
what
be
you say,
angelic.
it'll be, yes, but they should make a tape of this to
Oh
put
my
on
God,
all their
yes.
websites.
Oh yes, that's a no-brainer.
Yep. hmm
Absolutely.
So, but none of the church ladies were really available to come. So
Okay.
they gave me an
Aw.
announcement to make, which is
Aw.
fine.
Yes, and that'll be this weekend.
That's this Sunday at
This
3
Sunday.
p.m.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Well, that's okay. We gave them a good mention, and we can always have them come back later and tell us if they have a recording they can bring with them.
Wow.
That would be
Really nice.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. We'll do that.
we said it
that
at the same time.
Yeah.
We must have done this before.
So I'm sure we have.
Mm. Very good. You ready for our last break?
I guess so. And
All
then we'll
right.
go from there and see.
Breaker.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
stand by, good buddy.
10-4.
All right. So during break, you were saying what the definition is. You went and looked it up, right?
I-
Of Mardi Gras.
Well, yes, Mardi Gras, but first of all,
Okay.
this Tuesday at All Saints Episcopal Church
Mm-hmm.
is we will have a pancake supper, which is from 4:30 to 7. It's $8 a person, and that brings us in to Pancake Day or Shrove Tuesday, which is the traditional feast day before the start of Lent or Ash Wednesday. Lent, the 40 days leading up to Easter, was traditionally a time of fasting, and on Shrove Tuesday, Christians went to confession and were shriven, absolved from all their sins.
Right.
A bell would be rung to call people to confession. This came to be called the pancake bell and is still rung today.
Wow.
Okay, let me go back.
But wait, there's
so-
more.
So Pancake Day or Shrove Tuesday is
Hmm.
the traditional feast the day before the start of Lent, as 40 days leading up to Easter was traditionally the name of fasting. So we have Fat Tuesday is also known in parts of the world as Mardi Gras,
Correct.
which in French is for Fat Tuesday, and is another name for Pancake Day or Shrove Tuesday, the day before Ash Wednesday, which is the 25th of February this year. So All Saints Episcopal Church will have the Pancake Day from 4:30 to 7 in All Saints Episcopal Church in Jensen Beach on the hill.
Very nice.
Yes. So they've been advertising that for a while now. When we grew up,
Right.
that day, that Tuesday before Ash Wednesday, we always had pancakes.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't, but in Pittsburgh we did.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah. Pancakes. Sure. In fact, one year I had, my elementary school was walking distance from where I lived.
Uh-huh.
So I would actually walk to school in the morning.
I did that too.
Right. And I would walk home
For lunch. I did that too.
Right. So I had this conversation with these twin brothers. They were good friends of mine, Kenny and Keith. Guess what their last name was? I've been trying to find them. Their last name is Google.
Google?
Yes, Kenny and Keith Google. The Google brothers. Anyways.
And it's spelled like Google?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But who knows where that, anyways. So Ken and Keith, we had this conversation about who could eat the most pancakes. And they were convinced they could eat more than I. And I was convinced I could eat as much as they could.
Both of them together, or each one of you eat?
Yeah, individually. Yeah,
okay.
Individually. So anyway, so I told my mom about it. She said, well, I'd be delighted to make pancakes for you boys. So we did. We came home one day and we saddled up, and Mom just fed us as many pancakes as we could literally stomach. And there was many years after that I could not eat
a pancake. So what do you like to put on your pancakes?
They won, by the way.
Okay.
Traditionally,
you put some butter and some maple syrup on it. Some people put the butter and sugar on them.
Yeah.
Some people put other, I don't know what else. They have different kinds of syrups now. Strawberry, and some people put jelly on them.
I've tried all the syrups, the strawberry syrup. It's too much sugar, too sweet.
It's too sweet.
But yeah, a little bit of just a small pat of butter, just to create a little more wetness, right?
Because they're dry.
Correct. And then a little bit of maple syrup. I prefer the maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I'm good with that. And like I say, I've tried other ways, and that's probably the best.
Our pancakes were crepes.
Oh yeah, crepes are good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and sometimes powdered sugar goes on top.
French toast. My mom would do a lot of French toast.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I would like butter and on my crepes a little bit of sugar, just plain sugar on there, and not a lot of maple syrup. I was never a big maple syrup. No. I like to cook with maple syrup, like honey or maple syrup instead of that sugar. That works good.
All
that
right.
sweetness, like if you're doing a sweet potato casserole, I'd put maple syrup in it, and it gives it a good flavor.
I would guess it would.
Yeah,
sure. Instead of adding sugar,
right? You get that mapley flavor in it.
Yeah, I like that. It's a wonderful idea.
Yeah,
sugar substitutes, kind of, sorta.
And I do that with baked beans. When I make my baked beans, I put a quarter cup of Kahlua in it because it burns out and you get the
Oh,
coffee flavor.
Okay.
And then I use maple syrup instead
All right.
brown sugar or
Mhm.
or other kind of sugar, and it comes out wonderful. Someone always says, how do you make your baked beans?"
Oh, Kahlua is the trick.
Mhm.
I have a little bit of Kahlua. I made
I know.
many
I
years.
used your Kahlua, and it was excellent when I would make my baked beans.
I never made it again.
You never made it again.
It was
It was very good.
it was quite a project.
Yeah,
It
I'm
was
sure
quite
it
a
was.
process.
Yeah.
I enjoyed making it.
Hmm.
I enjoyed
Giving it away.
giving it away and enjoyed sipping on it. And I have just a few sips left.
Okay.
And I'm starting to think about doing it again, but I haven't gotten fully motivated.
Well, with your busy schedule. But
Yeah.
you give a busy person something to do, they get it done.
Yes.
If someone sits home all day, they never do anything.
If I was really motivated, if I had made a commitment to make it because of, a contest or something like that, okay, I'll do it. But,
Yeah.
but wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was quite a process. You had to buy the vanilla.
And vanilla beans, don't you?
Yes.
And then you have to clean them and
Right.
scrape them and process everything. It's like making Schlivovitz.
Oh, who what?
Schlivovitz is when you take the plums and you pierce them and you get all the cubed sugar and you get a big jar and then you pour bourbon in
Mm-hmm.
and you have to turn it upside down every day and
Mm.
leave it sit for 30, 40 days
Mm.
and it becomes this plum liqueur. My dad made that all the time, every holiday.
Mm.
When the plums were in season.
Mm.
He made it and usually gave it away for Christmas.
Ah.
A couple plums. And boy, if you ate a plum, that was it. You were happy the whole time. Yeah. And he'd usually use Wild Turkey 101 or something like that. And then it came like 200 after he got done with it.
No fooling.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
200.
Well, I'm not sure I'm exaggerating, but it got,
I mean, I've had 151 proof rum, and I want you to know that's like, wow, you don't want to exhale in front of any kind of a flame.
Right. Yeah. Well, he would use, I think it's something 100 proof Wild Turkey. He would use that, or then he would go sometimes something called 10 high bourbon.
10 high. I've never heard of that.
Mm-hmm. He'd use that.
Of course, bourbon. It's too much like mouthwash to me. It's just,
yeah.
I can't. I'm not a bourbon fan, or no.
But it really does give it a with all the sugar you're putting in it. It's not. It's like a liqueur.
Ah.
Yeah, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Next time I make some,
okay.
I will make sure you get some.
Oh, really? All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
What other liqueurs do you like?
Not too many.
Not too many.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Sipping brandies or anything?
No, in fact, when I went to Mardi Gras, they had rum, vodka, and something else, some company, liqueur company, and they gave you this tiny little taste, and they didn't mix it with anything. And so I took a sip, and they started laughing at me because the look on my face was awful. And I'm there like, oh, I can't drink this. Like it was like medicine.
Yeah,
it was terrible.
Well, we had the bourbon barbecue.
Right, I was there.
Yes,
and they ran out of barbecue when I was like. They
actually ended up they had to do a BJ's run, and they were able to bring some more food in, and they sold that out.
They were sold out by noon.
Yes, they were sold out by noon, and when you were there at 1 o'clock, they were actually doing their BJ's run, and they got the food, and then by 2 o'clock or 2:33, they were gone again.
Yep, but I got all the way up in front of the line. I was standing there with my ticket, and the girl turned around and said, "Sorry."
All out.
And those ribs looked really, really good.
Yeah.
So,
but they'll do it again.
I hope so. They'll have to.
It was very successful,
and it was a very good time to do that after Christmas, before anything else went on, and it was a beautiful Sunday.
It was a beautiful day, and the weather was perfect. It was just a delightful day.
Good music.
The money benefited Stuart Main Street and the Riverwalk stage, so all the proceeds went to that, and which was sorely needed because that's how we keep the music happening.
Yep.
And it was just wonderful.
good.
And we thank Mark Carbone from Vine and Barley for putting that together. And if you happen to be downtown and you walk by Vine and Barley and they happen to be open, step in and just say thank you.
I will do that.
Yes, he does
Why
a
not?
wonderful job there.
Another week. We only got one more Friday, and it's the 29th next week. So that's the leap day.
Right.
So we can leap through.
We do. So the 29th is also a wedding. I have a wedding to do on the 29th.
Oh, wow. So they can forget it every 4 years?
So I asked the bride to be, I said, I asked the groom first. I says, so what's your plan for the anniversary next year? And, waiting to see what his answer was. And he says, well, it looks like I get a buy for 4 years. And his wife, future wife, says, I think I'm looking for the 28th and March 1st to be our anniversary. She says, I'm looking for 2 days.
Oh, good for her.
So, yeah, she's going to double dip.
Good for her.
Yes.
Remember, if you're bored in Martin County, it's your fault.
That's
Get out
right.
there and do it.
All right. See you later.